Hello everyone and welcome to episode 3 of the Hearthstone Top Decks series here on NACL Gaming. I am ProXballer706 and today we will be playing the Dragon Paladin deck. It has become extremely popular recently with all of the cool dragons that came out of Blackrock Mountain, particularly Chromagus or Chromagus, whichever one I guess you prefer. I'm going to call it Chromagus. Whenever you draw a card, put another copy into your hand. It's an 8-drop 6/8. If they don't deal with it right away, you instantly get value out of it. So it can end up being a pretty game-changing card. And I think it's a really fun card to try and experiment with. Otherwise, we have the Dragon Consort, is the Paladin dragon that we got with BRM. It's a 5-drop 5/5, which is already, it's even stats, it's average. And then the next dragon you play costs 2 less. Now, this deck does not run the Twilight Drakes, this list I'm using. I do, however, run Emperor Thaurissan, Black Knight, which is interesting. I actually won one of my test games earlier when I was just trying to get a feel for the deck before I made this video. I got to Black Knight and a Noyotron, which actually was really good. It ended up winning me the game the next turn. So that was nice. And you have Ysera here as another dragon just for more synergy. Tyrion, of course, 1 Lay on Hands. These are the 2 of Paladin's most powerful late game cards for obvious reasons. Otherwise, we have pretty much the regular staples that you would see in most Paladin decks. We do run 1 BGH. There's a lot of big creatures in the meta right now, so there's quite a few good targets. Most notably, I guess, Dr. Boom, as far as across all classes would be concerned. So that's the deck list. Feel free to pause here if you want to build it yourself and try a few games with it or make changes. I'd love feedback on these decks and these videos, so leave comments. Don't be afraid to let me know how I'm doing, and I'm more than happy to take your criticism. And also hit that subscribe button so you'll be notified when the next episode of this series comes out. So without further ado, let's get right into game 1. In our first matchup, we have the Pally versus Pally.
I will fight with
He is probably running the same deck, honestly. I've seen it a few times today. This is an insane opening hand, potentially. It'd be nice to be going second, I guess, with this. But we actually don't run any 1-drops in the deck. So this is about as good as we can ask for. It's a very strong start for sure. The shielded mini bots are very good for gaining momentum, just due to the fact they have Divine Shield. You're going to get a free trade off in most cases. So we're going to go first, just pass the turn. Like I said, no 1-drops. We have our quality in hand. Don't foresee having to use that too early. Preferably, you like to combo that with Consecration and clear a ridiculous board in most cases. He's taking his time, thinking about it.
Let me think.
Turn 1, is he going to coin hero power? Is it strong enough? Okay, he's going to drop the Zombie Chow. That's not a great thing for me. I'm going to drop the mini-bot here. He can trade evenly with it. It's not a huge deal. Actually, he won't be able to because I'm going to muster for battle if he decides to double Zombie Chow start here. Alright, so I am going to muster for battle and kill off this Chow. And I'm just going to go face. He'll get a favorable trade-off killing that anyway, and I'll use a charge of my Light's Justice to finish that off ideally. I do need to be careful for Coin Consecrate here. That would actually be really bad. Okay, he did not have it. And he drops a mini-bot of his own. I think I'm going to hit the Chow here. And I'm going to drop my Taz and go pop the shield with one of these. And then go face. So he will die to that unless he decides to Peacekeeper it, which wouldn't be a terrible play, I guess. But it could certainly be better. We have the Black Knight for a turn 5 Sludge Belcher on his part. Okay, so he's just going to Consecrate for the board. Make that trade there. So now we have a chance to develop a little bit of tempo. Oh wow, sorry, I don't know why I said clear the board. That has 5 health. Silly me. We're just going to Belcher here. So now we have a very solid board. Very solid board for turn 5. If he drops a Belcher of his own here, the Black Knight is very valuable. He's holding his coin. Okay, Dragon Consort. So it is the Dragon Pally, as we expected. Let's see. Best play here. I think I'm just going to. I could juggle Minibot and hope both not were to. Oh, actually, no, that's really good actually because I have the Light's Justice. This RNG is gonna have to do us a favor here. Okay, it did not. So we need this one to hit. Right here, consort, right there. Boom. Okay, so now we're going to over there, there. So that was a very good trade for us. We maintained our board. He's down one consecrate. We are in my control tech range. I haven't seen a Dragon Pally running it yet, but you never know. That's a neutral class card. Alright, so he's going to use his Ezra Drake. And a Fairy Dragon. So this is like really Dragon Paladin here. Okay, we're not going to do any Tyrion shenanigans here. I'm going to kill off the 3-2. Summon a guy. I think it's good to do this.
Excuse me.
It makes his consecration way better though, so I actually don't know. I hit this.
Excuse me.
What do I hit here?
Catch! Hey, catch!
I'm gonna do this. I like to keep the Subculture on the board, and I'm actually just gonna go ahead and Minibot as well. So that way, consecration's not great. That was actually my best play. It plays around consecration basically. Even though he is down one, I don't know. I need to be super concerned about that. But I think a consecration there would have shifted the board way too far in his favor, or shifted the momentum rather. He wouldn't have been able to play much board. Well, we don't know what he's gonna play.
I wonder.
We'll just have to see.
Some
Belcher. Okay, Black Knight is about to get some very good value here. So we're just going to clean up the board after. Actually, this is actually pretty good.
Put this apple on your head.
none shall.
Hopefully, ideally, knife hits there. Okay, it did not. So we're going to Minibot, trade a guy into his guy, and then we're going. Okay, so hopefully he doesn't have a quality consecrator or anything like that, and we should win the game next turn. This was a solid hand, solid draws.
Put your faith
Okay, so he's going to drop his Tyrion down. That is going to be game in our favor in this case.
Follow the rule. The battle.
Well played. Alright, game one, we got the win.
Well played.
That was a pretty good showcase of the deck, I guess. It was just good minions, and I got value in my trades. And I think I made the right decisions for the most part there. So we'll move right on into game two. Game two, we are going up against a warrior.
Victory or death.
If this is Grim Patron Warrior, I'm gonna keep the true. I'm gonna keep the True Silver and the Shielded Minibot here and drop the Consort. Oh, that's not good. Don't want to start with that. If this is Grim Patron Warrior, when I played the Paladin, when I was playing this deck, if that is indeed what it is, I tend to beat the Paladin. Just have to see. We'll see what he goes for here. He's just going to pass over. I am going to Minibot. Fiery War Axe is not great against that card by any means, if he does happen to have it. We'll let him use his charges dealing with that. I felt like, in case it is Grim Patron, True Silver kills every single early minion he can drop. In the deck list that I'm thinking of anyway, so I thought it was a good enough keep. So, we are... I'm just going to play Knife Juggler. A little bit greedy maybe, but I have this one and I'm going to save it probably for the muster combo. I only run one Quartermaster in the deck. The 5-drop slots with both Consorts and a Sludge Belcher were a little bit crowded. And I wanted to showcase more like the dragon part of this deck. No, I don't actually run all that many dragons. Let's see. Is there any disadvantage to equipping True Silver this turn? He has the coin. I guess coin Harrison would be a reason not to do it. I don't think there's any real reason to do it. I'm just going to take him down to 29 and pass. This is not going to be someone I can just get a turn 8 win on due to the fact that he is able to gain so much armor. He already used a shield block. So we'll see what kind of 4-drop he wants to drop out here. It's a Death Spite, okay. He's going to Death Spite or Knife Juggler, sad. I know it's just going to die to the Whirlwind, but I don't see another reason to play anything else.
To battle!
Weapon ready.
He could Grim Patron and get 2. If he's looking at a left side card here. Let's see what he wants to do. Whirlwind would be pretty good, but he doesn't have like an amazing way to clear this. Alright, he's just gonna Sledge Belcher. Alright, I'm going to drop. Yeah, that was definitely an error. Big play mistake on his part there. I'm just gonna use our True Silver here. I'm going to press my Guy Maker button, and I'm going to kill his 1-2. So, he made a pretty bad misplay there, putting his Belcher into True Silver range. That was actually really bad for him, because I didn't have to use any other cards to deal with that. But, you know, I'm at rank 10. Don't expect it to be perfect. Oh, and there was the Harrison, so I guess I don't know. I think he might have just drawn that, but I guess it's a good thing we didn't. I think he has a Whirlwind there. Yep. Right. Turn 7. I'm going to go ahead and just True Silver that down.
For justice!
That's a good target. So that was a nice top deck there. I didn't have another obvious way to deal with it, so part of the cards came through on that one. He has a ton of cards in hand, though. I guess I have quite a few as well. Okay, so he drops his Sludge Belcher. I am going to Chromagus and just go with the thought he might not have a way to deal with it. Is that too greedy? Do I value Chromagus or Tyrion more?
For justice!
He can't. I think he can actually deal with Chromagus easier than he can deal with Tyrion. The safer play is just a mini-bot. And try and draw out more of his resources. But if he can't deal with this, this is huge. But he probably can. Let's go for it.
Put your faith in the light.
He has to pop the Divine Shield, Shield Slam. He has to use 3 cards on it, or 2.5 cards on it, as far as I can tell. He could probably deal with it, but I'd rather keep that.
None.
Oh, didn't even think about the Black Knight. That was a little bit silly on my part. That ends up being really good for him. Let's see what he drops.
Let the pain
Okay,
speak to me.
so in this particular case, I'm just going to Quality Consecrate, just so he only draws 1 card. Off of the Acolyte of Pain there.
For duty.
We'll start chipping away. That's 15 damage, and I've already killed off some minions, so I think going one of those to the face is okay. I got to start putting some kind of pressure on him, or we're going to go to the really late game. Yeah, he's drawing 4 more cards than me. Got 1 off of Acolyte, and 1 off of Shield Block.
I wonder.
See what he does here with 9 mana. Alex is definitely an option for him. I'm just gonna Peacekeeper Healbot in that case and make a guy.
I wonder.
I bring life.
Thank you.
We'll throw out a thank you there. We have a pretty good way to deal with that. So we're going to put this guy on kill 1/1 duty. That was a good way to deal with that. I guess Brawl is his best play here. He does still have an 8 health minion on the board. That's nothing to shake a stick at. But we have still got Chromagus in hand. We got some good cards. He's got a Shield Maiden, gain a ton of armor here. He uses coin already. Shield block. Okay, so he's out of shield blocks, down 1 Shield Maiden. He's up 22. And the Shield Slam on the... That's fine. I'm not playing Chromagus this turn because I want to protect. I want to have a way to protect him, and I'm going to rely on the Sludge Belcher for that. He's either going to use resources on this that he could use to kill this, then Chromagus, and then go for the really greedy Chromagus Lay on Hands turn the next play. It draws 6 cards, so I'll have a full hand. I might actually overdraw myself by 1. Ragarino. Ideally, Rag hits a 1/1. What else is he thinking about here? Shield Slam and the Sludge Belcher would be pretty good. Good for me, because he won't be able to get that. He's just going to armor up and pass. Hopefully we get a 1/1. Perfect. That's excellent. Paladin's pretty good against Rag. My first instinct is to always play. Alright, we did it. We just went for it straight up there. Another really good play is the Knife Juggler muster after you have quality aboard, so this isn't a great brawl for him either. It's pretty good, but he's risking losing his Ragnaros over it. The Nightmare is obviously Rag hitting Chromagus, but it's 20%, way less than 20%. It's like a 12% chance. No, 15. Something in that range. I'm not good at math. Shield Slam Execute. Okay, so he's already used 2 cards on it. That's good. Alright, and the Lothith. So I guess again, the dream is the Rag hits a 1/1. And it happened again. Excellent.
Put this apple on your head.
Reporting for duty.
Let's see where our knives go. Gain some armor, obviously. That's not great.
Last warning. The battle for justice. Job's done.
Nightmare here is another whirlwind, because then Rag has a high chance of hitting a priority. That's Spite. That's good. It actually didn't go so well for him. Let's see what his other card is here. Execute, okay. Quartermaster is the dream. For lethal. That's not Quartermaster. Okay, let's do this. See where our knives hit.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
Okay.
The battle for justice. The battle. The battle. The battle. Job's done.
Okay, so he's gonna Death Bite into that. He could actually win the game. Maybe. It depends on what he has in his hand. Actually, no, I don't think he... If he has Grommash, he actually wins. But he's doing it wrong again. Maybe it doesn't... Maybe it does it that way. I think he wins. I don't know. We'll have to see.
That was an error.
If he plays Gromish after that. Okay, no. What? This guy. If I draw, there's actually lots of cards to give me lethal. That is not one of them, son of a gun. Is there actually any way we don't die? That is so annoying.
For justice. Job's done.
This guy, I mean, I deserve to lose this game. This guy made so many really bad mistakes. Is he just gonna armor up? An in turn? I have another turn? Wait, I can't do both of those. Oh my god, I can't do everything I need to do, can I? I have to Aldor that. No, I don't have to Aldor. I just have to Sludge Belcher that. No, yeah, I have to Sludge Belcher here. That's it. Yeah, because otherwise he would kill me with Rag. Right.
For justice. Job done.
How have I not lost this game? This guy has lost so many opportunities to kill me. I have riddled this game with misplays. Not as bad as him, obviously. I should not be in this at all. This could be a game for me, actually, potentially. He has to slam... If he doesn't have lethal in his hand, he has to slam Acolyte into the Sludge Belcher. Try and draw into it. Charge minion? I mean, if he doesn't have a charge minion, I win. If he can't kill that.
I have no time.
I win.
For games.
Why not? What?
Well played.
What the hell? What is this? Okay, you know what? Wins is a win. That's a 2-0 start for our Dragon Paladin, and we broke into rank 9. That's a big time, big game. All right, we're gonna move right on into the third and final game here. All right, final matchup is against a priest. Let's see if we can 3-0 with our Dragon Pally deck. I think I keep Drusilla here. Okay, not a great hand. Yet again, last game we didn't have a great hand either, though, and it turned out okay. That guy made 3 critical misplays that I can think of off the top of my head. Okay, he's going to Cleric. I'm just going to... Now see, this is why we had a discussion about my Priest video earlier, episode 1 of this series. If you have not seen it yet, go check that out. We had a lot of discussion on the competitive Hearthstone subreddit involving whether or not turn 1 Cleric is a great play. Let me tell you why I think it's a good play, especially against Paladin. It is going to... it is making me not want to hero power. And I actually think I don't. Because he has nothing better to do turn 2, most likely, than to hit that. Or Power Word Shield that. Maybe. Like, that. If that's the case, Power Word Shield is his only player to play he wants to make. That's okay. But I'm not going to do it. Because I do not want him to get that draw power off the bat when I have a way to kill it turn 4. Okay, so he's going to force draws from his own way. So that's a really good start against...
Follow the rule.
Against my deck, actually. This is also good against his board right now, so Peacekeeper could be pretty big there. Nightmare situation as of right now is, and I say nightmare, it's the worst situation I guess on this turn you can play, in my opinion, is Circle plus, Injured Blade Master Circle there, but he didn't have that. If he is about to use 3 cards, essentially, to clear this, that's really funny to me. That counts. That counts. He's gonna heal up. Okay, so he's gonna draw one card. He actually did that as best he could, I guess. So he did get one card draw off his cleric before killing it. So I think the way I played around that enabled me to have the best possible outcome. That was the best that could have gone for me. I'm just gonna True Silver and go ahead and kill that off. This Pyromancer is a big pain in the neck against Paladin in particular, because it makes my guys useless. It looks like we're gonna get a turn 6 Thorsan off. If I don't play a card next turn, I'll increase that value by quite a bit. Okay, so Circle of Healing here.
Injured?
Yep, Circle. That's not nearly as bad as it was.
For justice.
Alright.
Reporting for duty.
I know I'm overextending into Holy Nova here. I don't have anything better to do with that. I guess as he's going to use it eventually, I'd rather have him use it here. The smarter play, you know, some would debate, would be to wait and just play Thorsan. Okay, he didn't have Holy Nova, so ends up actually being okay. We did get our mini-bot, though, that bastard. Okay, I'm just going to drop Thorsan. I am actually going to kill off 2 of my guys, just to prevent him from having an obvious way of dealing with it on the board. I'd like him to use a Shadow Word Death if he has to. So now we actually got the Consecrates both down to 3 mana, Big Game Hunter down to 2, Lay on Hands down to 7, and Healbot down to 4. So that's actually good enough, just if he dies this turn. He may not die this turn. He's going to die this turn. Okay, well, I got what I wanted. I wanted him to have to use a Shadow Word Death on it. I didn't want him to just be able to whack with his guys. Dragon Consort is a plenty
For justice.
good play there.
Reporting for duty.
So if we draw Ysera next turn, we can play it right off the bat. If we draw another Consort, we get a 3 mana 5/5. So I actually really like this card a lot. I like the art. I think it looks cool. And it's a fun card, you know, it adds another element to the game. Okay, so he's going to get a Thorsan of his own off. He still has 1 card of mine in his hand. We don't know what that is. We know he played the mini-bot. I got to keep that in mind as well. Ooh. He's down to Shadow Word Death. I also really like Chromagus because it's not BGHable. I like that. I really like that a lot. We'll see what he has. If he has another Shadow Word Death, that's good for him. If not, good for me. We just, you know, at this point, we just hope he can't kill it. It's pretty simple. Gold Consecrates. It's a good game so far. Okay, so he silences it. That's a good way to deal with it. I still have a 6/8 body on the board. That's something to consider.
I have no time for games.
And he's just gonna Sylvanas. Okay, so let's see what to do. I want to silence that Sylvanas. That's what I do first? Yeah, that's what I do. So now that's not an issue anymore. Let's see. I would have got the Leon Chromagus combo off too. That's not good. Well, it is fun for me. I'm going to actually go ahead and just lay on hands. You know. He didn't have a way to deal with it, so I want that guy to stick.
For justice. To battle.
Okay, that actually is kind of funny. I drew both my my shield masters, so it kind of looks like it's still weird. Bug. But so we have the Peacekeeper here. Definitely gonna save that. He still has a card. It's over here now. That from my.
Let me change your mind.
Okay. That was from the Thorsan. Let's see. What do I want to do?
Dingo! Follow the rule. Reporting for duty.
Okay, so my board is far better than his. Still. I haven't gotten to the point where I'm comfortable just whapping his face yet. Let's see what that card is. Mind Control the 6/4. It's not great. I have Double Consecrate. Silence. Okay. That's a card I haven't seen in a little while. Circle is very good here. It's actually not amazing. But now it's not anything. Okay. Huh. What should do? Oh, I see a pretty good play here, actually. I want to do it as accurately as possible. It involves this.
Reporting for duty.
Does it involve that? No, it does not. I'm going to double consecrate.
The battle.
Trade there. Trade there. Hit there. And face with a 6/4. Okay, that was a good turn for us. Holy Nova. Okay, there we go. Great game. Well played. So guys, we went 3-0 and broke into rank 9 with 3 stars. Dragon Pally clearly pretty strong right now. So I hope you enjoyed this video, episode 3 of the series on Dragon Paladin. I thought it was pretty fun to make. It's clearly a pretty strong deck right now. It's well balanced, has a little bit of everything in there. And so I know I talked about doing Druid of the Flame for episode 3, but I think I might save it. I really wanted to go ahead and do the Dragon Paladin one, honestly. I thought it was just a deck I really wanted to play and make some content for. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Please hit that subscribe and that thumbs up button. It just motivates me to put more stuff out. I love getting feedback on my videos. Check out the Hearthstone subreddits, r/competitive Hearthstone and r/Hearthstone, if you're not already a part of those. And we can have some discussion about what's good in the meta, what's bad, etc. So thanks again for watching, guys, and enjoy the rest of your day.